So guys, I wanna show you something there. So remember, if you watched my last video, you saw that I was looking at Euro USD to buy Euro USD, or I did buy it, I'm not too sure. But anyways, I was in on this long trade right here, right? And as you can see, we went and hit our TP, or my TP, rather, because that's my money.
We don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
So I went and took some profits right here, right? And if you saw the full video, you actually see that I was looking for this move to actually happen, because on the dollar index, right, we created this move right here. If I can, let me highlight this for you. We created this 1, 2, 3 move. So when price was right here on this area right here, right, I was expecting a push to the upside, retesting this broken resistant area, and then we push to the downside, and that's what exactly happened. But look what gold did, right? So as you can see here, I have a template, right? It shows like maybe I took a winning trade right here, but not really. And let me tell you why. So if you did watch the video I'm talking about, like the previous video, if you didn't, please go and watch this one so you can get the full context of what I'm saying here. So what happened? I analyzed gold and I came up with a solution to buy gold when price comes back to this area. And at that point, price was somewhere around here, right? And then I was saying, if price does come back here, I will take a long position, stop loss just below here. And then if that doesn't work out, I was looking to place another one right about here on this support area right here, because I still think this is an uptrend, and fundamentally I still think gold will continue to the upside. So this was a really solid setup, right? And I did take the first one, the first analysis right here. Let me zoom in a bit more. This is a daily time frame, by the way. So I did take the first trade right here, and then the second one, guess what happened? I missed it. My days, bro. So let me just drop down to the 4-hour time frame and show you what happened, right? So when I saw this big ass candle to the downside on the 4-hour time frame, I was waiting. I don't know why, but I was just waiting for a further push to the downside, just a little bit more. But price just continued to go to the upside, and I missed that move. But luckily enough, like I said, on Euro USD, I took some profits here, and those profits did actually manage to cover up for the loss on gold. So, you know, I'm not crying as much, but at the same time, I mean, like, man, look at this move right here. I could have made at least 4% from this move right here, but I missed it. That's the thing about trading, guys. This thing is not as easy as it seems, but anyway, it's a patient, bro. And yeah, right now I'm trying to go to campus and prepare for some tests that I'll be writing tomorrow, and that'll be a bit more busy. And I think I might get some time after the holiday, or the Easter holiday. But as of right now, bro, I'm really busy, and I was big as hell this whole week, bro. I have not fully recovered yet, but yes, I was dying, so I couldn't make this other video and show you like my entire week, my process, like of analyzing and all this stuff. So yeah, bear with me, guys. I'm trying to be consistent. back to the charts, guys. So we always start with the DXY, right, to give us the overall direction of the market. So the first thing that we can see here, come on guys, even with whatever like technical analysis that you do, we can still say this is a downtrend no matter how you look at the markets, right? So firstly, we saw this continuation to the downside here, creating lower lows and lower highs, continuing to the downside. So on my side, I still think this is going to continue, and obviously it's not going to go just straight to the downside. We're still going to see some push to the upside a bit, like some pullbacks, and then maybe we continue to the downside or something like that. But overall, I still think the dollar is very weak because of the economic factors or the fundamentals, right? Looking at the fundamentals, the dollar looks weak, and technically it still looks weak either way. So for this coming week, since I did mention that I missed this gold trade right here, which I'm very frustrated about, this coming week I'm expecting maybe a pullback for gold back to this support area right here, and then a continuation to the upside. So hopefully this time I won't miss that trade right here if it does occur. So I will be taking that trade if it does happen on the 4-hour time frame, and stop loss just below that structure right there. Moving on, I'm also looking at silver at the moment. I'm not really sure because silver is an industrial metal, and at the moment the whole globe is scared of a global recession, so that usually affects the price of silver negatively. So basically meaning that we can continue to the downside, and we have more potential to go to the downside than going to the upside. But at the same time, silver and gold, if you know or been in the markets for long enough, silver and gold usually move in the same direction, right? Not always, but most of the time. So gold is pushing to the upside, so I'm a little bit hesitant to take a short position on silver. So I'm not really going to do anything on silver, but just stay out and just look out for what happens next. And also another one that I've added to my watch list at the moment is oil. Because of the slowing economy and the fears of a recession, we're seeing oil tank to the downside. If you do see something like this coming back to retest this previous support that has been turned into resistance, I will be looking for some short positions going to the downside, and then maybe try to trail my stops if I can, or just put the hard CP. But it will depend on how the market structure is looking at that time, if I do decide to take that trade and that opportunity does present itself. And then moving to our currency pairs, this looks nice, guys. I'm actually happy that it actually worked out. Even though gold did me dirty, I still ended up in profit, so yeah, that's nice. Anyways, we broke this resistance right here since back into September 2024. So I'm expecting price to come back to it, because obviously price cannot just continue to the upside without any pullbacks. That doesn't happen, right? It's going to happen. Some pullbacks are going to happen sooner or later. So a push to the downside, coming back to retest here, I will be looking for some long positions. Since we analyzed the DXY first and we saw some weakness, I will be looking to buy Euro USD and USD CAD, looking for some short positions in favor of the Canadian dollar. So obviously looking for some short positions if we do come back to retest some key support or resistant areas rather. So yeah, that's it. So basically it's just favor the other currency instead of the dollar at the moment, other major currencies to be specific. On this one, I didn't take this one because I cannot take Euro USD and GBP USD long positions at the same time because of correlations. Because if you do win, you win big, but if you lose, yo man, it's going to hurt, trust me. So I've learned that the hard way, and I'm not gonna do that. But this was just one of the setups. If I did miss like Euro USD, I was going to take this position right here, as you can see, running nicely in profit. And last one for the currency pairs here is going to be USD JPY. On this one, like I mentioned last week, I did miss it somewhere around here, but it's been a long time now, not really reminiscing on this one. So on this one here, for the coming week I will be looking maybe for some pullback back to this resistant area, and then look for some short position. But if that doesn't happen and you see a further push to the upside, I will try again on this resistance right here and look for some short positions, because I'm still saying the US dollar is weak compared to most of these currencies we see right here on my right hand side. And then the last one is going to be Bitcoin. On Bitcoin, not really gonna go much into it. Similar to these risk on assets right here, Bitcoin I think is also a risk on asset, so I will be expecting maybe a push to the upside. I don't know when, I can't call at the bottom because I don't know when it will happen, but if it does happen, I really think Bitcoin might easily go back into the all-time highs as fast as like the blink of an eye, not literally, but yeah. So here I'm not looking for any short positions, but a breakout of this trend line right here, and then a continuation to the upside. And that's it for this week's video, guys. Thank you for watching if you did get this far, and please make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you'll see it on the next video that I'll drop next week, probably Saturday or Sunday. And please also like the video. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one.